October snow, yeah, that's first for my daughter. She's a freshman here, so that was the first time for her to see snow on the ground, so she was excited about it. For me, I'm Nebraska bred now. I've had the opportunity to go through January, February, so I'm kind of used to a little bit of frigid weather and the snow. So it just amazes me how quick it can change us back to being hot. So.
What do you like about Jack's progression? It seems like the last 2-3 games, he's progressively gotten better each game for you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited where he's headed, and really all those guys, but particularly where he is. He's always been a dominant blocker. We worked extremely hard with him, understanding route concepts and understanding how to maneuver and catch the football and being able to get up the field and knife and make plays with his feet a little bit also. So. Very, very happy where he is as far as his progression. We just got to continue to build on, the opportunities that we're getting. We talked to the tight ends about that. We're not going to get the ball, all the time. We have plays designed for you. But when you get the ball thrown to him, make the best of the opportunity, and he's done that for us.
What's the Minnesota offensive line? What's your early impressions of it?
Of the offensive line?
Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota's offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm working on
their defense.
I'm working on
the
defensive line.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay, the defensive line. They're studs up front. Yeah. They're dominant inside guys. The edge rushers are really, really good. So we got to do a good job of really striking those guys and running our feet on contact when we have to block in line, and the linebackers when we have to get up on the second level. We got to do a good job of really cut those guys off. They're very, very active up front.
How are Kurt and Austin in that regard? How are they doing?
They're getting better. The biggest thing, those guys are learning from Jack. Jack's a natural at it, and those guys are really, really watching him on every rep that we do in the individual, every team rep that he does, and their footwork and hand placements has improved because of the individual drills that we're doing, but also in film sessions, I want those guys really, really honed in on Jack's technique, how he's doing things, and Jack will get those guys over early before my meetings with him, and he's in there working with those guys on hand placement and whatnot as far as film study.
Okay. Hey, the way Minnesota stuck with Ohio State, did that get a lot of your guys' attention? I mean, because I think most people just assumed Ohio State was going to roll over them, and they played them pretty tough as anybody all year.
I think our guys are committed to find a way to get a W. Those guys stepped in on Monday, washed their hands with Northwestern, and those guys came in from day one on Monday this week. It really, really has been focused in on how are we going to prepare ourselves to get a W this week. So it doesn't matter what happened. Obviously, I like to show the past opponent as far as game, which was Ohio State. And those guys saw how hard Minnesota played, and so those guys obviously understand that this is a big game, and those guys gonna come in here, with their hair on fire, and also trying to win a game.
Mm-hmm. Hey, from a recruiting perspective, what other positions do you look at recruiting other than tight end? Where do you kind of help out the staff? I know you're a good recruiter. So
yeah, I'm all over the place, really. I have my Florida area, and then I also have my Georgia area. Obviously, my main focus is tight end, but right now this year, because of the need factor, I'm really focused in on trying to help get some more DBs because my areas, is loaded with defensive backs, and then receivers are the guys that I'm really, really focused in on trying to, get those guys up here on business.